Hello everybody, it's Heather here for Gentle Wellbeing. If you are joining us in today, can you click the like button? And if you are a first timer here, can you just give me a little comment just so I know? Thanks. I'm just going to give it a minute just so people can just get in. Hopefully you can hear the music because I'm having to use my iPad for the music today because my Alexa's decided to not work. So you can just let me know that the music's all right, that would be great. Okay, I think we'll get started. Okay, so just a reminder, hopefully you've got your chair. If not, you've got something to hold on to, windowsill, kitchen bench, something like that, table. Just by joining in today's session with Active Newcastle here, you are doing so at your own risks. I will give adaptations throughout the session, but please that you ensure that you actually exercise within your own capacity. Okay, please take into consideration any medical conditions that you may have, and if you are unsure, please speak to a medical professional first. You can watch this session at another time. It will still be on the Facebook page, so if you do have to dip in and out, you can come back to it or you can repeat it another time. And also, if you feel any pain while exercising, please stop. If the pain doesn't go away at rest, then please again go and seek medical professional help. Okay, so welcome to Gentle Wellbeing session 3. Okay, I hope everybody's fitting well and staying safe. We're going to start with our posture check. So we just stand with our feet hip together, and then we're going to just pull our feet into hip distance apart. So just keeping the heels together, turn the toes out approximately 10 to 2, no further than that. If it feels uncomfortable in your knees, just shorten it a little bit. And then bringing your heels in line with your toes. So we now are approximately hip width apart. So I'll just turn from the side. Okay, we want to try and make sure that we've got 3-point contact on our feet. Okay, the weight will always mainly be through the heels, but we still need to make sure the toes are in contact with the floor. To ensure that we do that, we're just going to lean forward, use your chair if needs be, to the side and the opposite side and back, and then just do a little bit of a circle just so you've got that engagement. This is why it's better to do this session in your bare feet, so you've got that mind-body connection a little bit better than when you've got trainers on. So once you've got that, we want to then stack the ankles, knees and hips. So to make sure that we do that, we just slightly lean and just reset everything and just have a look down, making sure our knees are nice and soft. So are your knees locked out? Can you push them back? If you can't push them back, then they're already locked out. So we need to soften to protect the knee joints, okay? But we're not bending a lot, okay? So nice control through the feet, soften the knees, and then we're going to come up to the pelvis region. So we're going to do pelvic tilts to find our neutral spine. Place your hands on your hip bones, just gives you nice feedback, okay? And then we're just going to tilt the pelvis forward, so sticking your bum back, but don't over exaggerate it. And then pull it forward, so you're pulling your tummy in and pushing the hips forward. Push it back, that's it, and just rotate. We're going to do one more each direction, and once you've got a feel for that, I want you to come halfway in between. That's neutral spine. We're going to roll the shoulders all the way up and let the arms just hang down by the side. If you feel that your arms are pulling forward, which can quite happen, especially when we're sitting down a lot, I just want you to take your hands out to the side, okay? And then just squeeze the shoulder blades together. 1, 2, 3. That's activating the back muscles to pull you up into a better position, and it's loosening off the chest. Okay, nice tall neck, so we're not dropping the head back or dropping the chin too far forward. We want to find a focal point and look straight ahead. Relax the shoulders and then just tuck the chin ever so slightly, and that is our posture. So keeping in that posture throughout the session, I may just reiterate it throughout just so that we don't let it slide. Okay, we're going to go into our lateral breathing. So if you take your hands and just place them on your ribs, just so the fingertips are touching. We're going to inhale, and if we're doing lateral breathing, your ribs will lift and your hands will separate. Exhale and then come back in. Inhale and exhale. So breathing into those ribs. Inhale one more time. And exhale. Excellent. Bringing the hands down by the side again. We're going to do our core engagement. So we're going to take a breath in. Fill those lungs. Okay. We're not going to let the ribs come way out. So we're not arching up. We're just filling the lungs so it's lifting. As we exhale, we're going to pull our core tummy muscles in to 100%. So you've got that magnet on your spine and on your tummy button, and it's pulling in as tight as you can go. And then let it go. Inhale. Exhale. We're going to do the same again, but 50% connection this time. Hold it, feel it, and let it go. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. And then bring it into 30%. At 30%, we should be able to maintain that connection and let our breath flow naturally in through the nose, out through the mouth. So remember that throughout, 30% connection to our core. That magnet's still there, but it's not fully switched on. Excellent. So now that we've done that, we're just going to go into a little bit of balance work. So use your chair if you need to. Reset that posture if you need to as well. Inhale, exhale, engage your core. Let the breath flow. Bringing that right foot up. So at the minute, I've just got the toes in contact with the floor. So I'm still unsteady, I'm still off balance. If that is how you're feeling, and that is enough, then stay there. Second one is just take the toe out to the front, so it's just hovering above the floor. And third one is to bring it up as high, in line with the hip. And if you're feeling brave and strong, don't hold on to your chair, but it's there if you need it. Making sure your standing leg is not locked out. So the muscles, you may be wobbly on it, but that's fine, that's the muscles working. Bring it down, switch sides. Peel it up, the opposite foot to the toe. Lift to the position that feels comfortable for you. Keeping that core switched on. Your core's not switched on, your balance will be even worse. Inhale and exhale. Bringing it down and switching sides again. One more time on this side. Bringing it up to wherever's comfortable for you. And using your chair if you need to balance. Keep those shoulders relaxed. Don't let them come up towards the ears. And switch sides. Excellent, and bringing it back down. Okay, so we're going to take the leg out to the side. So again, making sure on our standing leg, all right, that we are not locking the knee out. Use your chair for assistance. Tap the toe out, and the toe stays in contact with the floor is level 1. Slightly just hovering above the carpet is level 2, and then bringing it up is level 3. And if you need to, at any point, if you're wobbling, either hold onto your chair or just tap the toe down and bring it back up. Switching sides. Just keep that core, keep that posture, keep the shoulders relaxed, and back down, and switch, and lift. Excellent, and switch sides and lift. Excellent, okay, so we're going to move the leg out to the back, so reset, tap it back. Level 1, it's just in contact. Level 2, slightly lift, and we always lift through the bottom. Core engaged, bottoms lifting. Legs nice and long, nice and straight. And level 3, leaning forward. And if you want, you can take your hands off. Hold the position. Knees not locked out, muscles are working. And then bringing it back into position. Switching sides and lift. Always want a nice straight spine. So we're keeping it always in a neutral position. Bring it back. So therefore we're not putting any pressure in the lower back or the upper back or anywhere else. Tap back, tap forward and lift. Excellent, and switch. And you'll always notice you're wobblier on one side more than the other. I'm always more wobbly on my right leg. It's a lot more flexible than my left. So it always feels like it's actually working harder. That's fine. Excellent, and bring it back. Okay, hope everybody's okay with that. Okay, so we're just going to do a little bit of mobility. Okay, so we're just going to reset our posture, engage that core. No, half of you have at least let it go. Tap that foot forward and tap it back. Right foot just tap forward and back. No locking out of this knee. Use your chair if you need to. One more. And we're going to tap this out to the side. And again. Just nice and gentle. I'm going to be doing a little bit of hip mobility here, just waking everything up. And then I'm going to tap it back. Excellent. And then we're going to go forward, centre, side, centre, back. Forward, centre, side, centre, back. One more time. Forward, centre, side, centre and back. Excellent. Reset. We're going to go for the opposite leg. Tapping it forward to centre. That's it. Keeping that posture, shoulders down where they should be. And out to the side. Just tap as far as feels comfortable for you and tap it back. This should always feel like the muscles are working, but you should never be in pain during these exercises. Now I'm going to go forward, centre, side, centre, back. Forward, centre, side, centre, back. One more time. Forward, centre, side, centre, and back. Excellent. If you need a drink of water throughout, just grab one. Okay, and then we're going to come behind our chair. We're going to do our calf raises now. So, on your calf raises, obviously if you do find that you're starting to get cramp, stop immediately and just either stretch it out or just walk around and or sit down and give it a little bit of a hand rub if you need to. You can do these from a seated position as well, and whether we're sitting or standing, we've got to sit with our nice tall posture. Hands rested on the chair if we are standing. We're going to inhale, exhale, and we're going to come up as high as feels comfortable onto our toes, lifting the heels. Keep the knees soft. Inhale to lower, exhale to lift. Inhale to lower, exhale to lift. That's it, just keep it going with your breath. Okay, we're going to go for one more, and then we're going to do calf raises but slightly different. So you can stay facing your chair. I want you to go back to the feet together position, and I want you to just turn your toes out into that 10 to 2 position. Keeping that posture upright, core engaged. We're in first position, and we're going to come up onto the toes, squeezing the bottom and bringing it back down. And exhale to lift and squeeze. Inhale to lower and relax. Excellent. Three more, or however many you feel comfortable doing. One more. Excellent. Okay, we're going to stay here. We're going to keep this left foot turned out, and we're going to take our right foot further out. Okay, and we're going to work the adductors. Okay, and we're just going to adduct the leg. So flex the foot, don't point the toes. We're just going to keep that nice strong posture, and again, we don't have to really extend the leg away from us. Just feel the resistance as you're pushing it away and bringing it back. Two more. Excellent. Switching sides, so if you need to turn around, fine, I'll always keep facing you. So reset, turn that right foot out, soften the knee and tap it out. From there, flex the foot, and we're going to lift and lower. Feel as if you're pushing against water. Use your mind-body connection for the muscles that we're working. And you'll feel it gets a little bit heavier, a little bit more resistance. If it becomes too much, just do a smaller movement. Doesn't have to be big. All depends on your flexibility and your range of motion. And rest. Excellent. Okay, come back behind your chair. Reset the posture, re-engage the core. We're going to take a step back and we're going to do our glutes again. Kickbacks this time. So slightly tip forward, lean into your chair, but don't put the weight through the chair. Use your core, use your glutes, and we're going to lift and squeeze. We're aiming for about 8, but don't worry if you can only do 3 or 4, that's fine as well. You can build it up over time. One more. And switch. Bringing it down, engage, tip, and lift. Two more. And rest. Excellent. Okay, so we're going to stretch out the hips and the glutes. So we're going to bring the feet together, okay, like we do at the start, and then I want you to just bend your left knee, and I want you to just let it come across the right knee. And with that, you're going to push your right hip out. And so you're feeling a nice stretch down the side here. Just hold and breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. Slowly come up and switch sides. So the back leg does lock out during this one, just while we're stretching out those hips. And then slowly come back up. We're going to do our calf stretch to take our right foot back, pushing that heel away. Have a look down, making sure that your feet are going straight ahead, so we've not got a foot turned out at the back. If you can't straighten the foot, shorten the stance until you can. It's just because you've got tight calves, and that's fine. If you need a bigger step, take your front foot forward and just lean into the chair again, but without putting your weight into it, and push that heel away. Slowly come up and switch sides. Again, checking that back foot is nice and straight, pointing straight ahead. Slowly come up. And just breathe through it as you're pushing that heel away from you. And slowly come up. Okay, hopefully everybody's okay after that. We're going to move into our upper body section. So you can do any of these sitting or standing. If you're standing, it's that good posture again. I'm going to do the exercises from a seated position, just so people can see. So firstly, making sure that when we're sitting in our chair, we're sitting up nice and tall, okay? We're not slouching back in, so core can be activated. Knees, hopefully, are at a nice angle. Hips, knees in line, and feet are nice and comfortable on the floor, okay? I'll just turn my chair. Okay, so keeping that nice and comfortable, relax the shoulders down. We're going to do a rotator cuff exercise today. So I want you to have your arms, your elbows tucked into your body, nice and comfortable. This upper part, the elbows are not going to move. All right? Don't be flexing the wrists. Keep the wrists in line with the hands. Okay? And from here, we're just going to rotate the arms out. So you'll feel a rotation in the bicep here and a small one in the shoulder. Inhale to bring it to center. Exhale to bring it out. Inhale, exhale. Two more. Some people do have shoulder issues, so we should always make sure that we're never pushing it past the point of pain. If it feels a little bit uncomfortable, it's okay, because that's working the muscle. And rest. Okay, keeping the hands here in this position, we are going to take them into a lateral raise. You can do one arm at a time, or you can do both arms. So one arm, bringing it up to shoulder height and bringing it back down. Both arms, bringing it up and down. Keep that posture. Here we go. Inhale to lower, exhale to lift. Use your breath. Shoulders don't need to be coming up to the ears. They should be staying in position. If you feel like you're hunching, I need you to relax. Feel like I've got your hands pushing, my hands are pushing down on your shoulders. It does help. Two more. And last one. Excellent. Okay, so we're going into torso twists. So keeping that, I actually find this one, most people find this one easier when you're in a seated position. When we're standing to do our torso twist, a lot of people cannot keep their hips still. So if you have got a chair, sit down for this one. It is a better option. We're going to bring our hands into prayer pose and we're going to place our fingertips on our chin, keeping that posture nice and tall. Okay? The reason why we keep the fingertips on the chin is so that we're not doing this. Okay? I want the whole body moving. So we're going to inhale, lift up, exhale and twist. And we're just going to go as far as the knee. Inhale back to center and exhale over to the other side. And what you do notice with this one is if you are going too far, your bottom will shift in the chair. So inhale, exhale round. Inhale, exhale. If your bottom's not moving, you've got it spot on. Inhale, exhale. Keep those shoulders relaxed. One more on each side, ensuring that you are even. And back to center. Excellent. Okay, so we're going to stretch out our shoulders now. So we're going to take our right hand and pop it on our left shoulder. Left hand is going to go just on the back, avoiding the elbow joint, and then this hand is going to push that one off the shoulder and stretch the shoulders. Keep the posture nice and tall whether you're standing or sitting. Let the breath flow in through the nose, out through the mouth. Switching sides, so left hand, right shoulder, right hand, just avoiding the elbow joint and then pushing that hand off the right shoulder just to stretch that shoulder out. Excellent, and bringing it down. Okay, if you are in a chair, sometimes it's easier to turn to the side if you can do so, as long as it's got no arms on it. We're going to bring our hands round the back, or you can do it standing, whichever you feel more comfortable. Hands on your lower back, and then just squeeze the elbows towards each other, keeping that posture. Inhaling and exhaling. Okay, bringing the hands round to the front, interlinking the fingers or just gently holding on, whichever feels comfortable, and making sure that we have got bend in the joints, we're not locking the arms out, and we're going to drop the chest and then just stretch those shoulder blades away from each other. Using your breath with every exhalation, feel that little stretch get a little bit more deeper. One more breath. Excellent. Okay, so we're going to do one more thing. We're going to attempt to roll down. So there's two options. I'm going to go through them both. First one I'm going to do is stay seated. So a roll down from a seated position, nice tall posture, and really I cannot stress enough, you must go to the limit that you feel comfortable. Okay, and this for some people is there. It's just a nice stretch, flexing of the spine and the neck, and then they're going to come back up. But a full movement, you're going to inhale at the top, exhale chin to chest. And then you're just going to slowly, as you feel, just let the head drop and the shoulders will naturally fall. And you should feel a stretch down your spine. Exhale all the way to where it feels comfortable. Taking a breath, and then exhale and slowly. So imagine you've got building blocks and you're putting them back on one at a time. Slowly coming up, shoulders go back into place first, and then the head comes up to neutral. Give that a try. I'm also going to now talk you through doing it from a standing position. So it's the last thing we're doing. If you tend to get lightheaded or dizzy or anything, do it from a seated position, okay? and take it. Sometimes the breathing in itself, because it's an inhale and a long exhale and then an inhale and another long exhale, that can just make you feel a bit woo in the head. So if you do get like that quite easily, please do it from a seated position. If you're okay, come up to a standing position, find that posture. Inhale, exhale, chin to chest. Keep the exhalation going as we go down, unstacking your spine one block at a time. Letting the shoulders just fall forward naturally, keeping the knees soft. Go as low as feels comfortable. You should be feeling a nice stretch around the lower back. If this is where it feels comfortable for you, stop here, take a breath in and come back up. If not, if you can get all the way down, that's great. Come down, inhale, and then slowly, slowly unfold. Exhale. Use your breath. Slow as you can. Bringing it back. Head is always last. Shoulders into place. Arms down by your side. Slowly, slowly. Back in. And hopefully you've had a nice stretch of your spine. We're sitting down a lot more. We're working at a desk from home, or we don't have to go anywhere. We're not really driving, but we're sitting in front of the telly a lot more. So that's just a nice stretch for the spine. I hope you've enjoyed today's session. I'll stay on for a couple of minutes just so if anybody's got any questions, but I will also be able to answer comments later once I go off live anyway. So if you've got anything, or if there's anything you want specific stretches for, anybody's got any problems, feel free to comment, and we can come up with some videos, separate videos, or I can do something in next week's session that may benefit. If it's affecting you, chances are it's affecting somebody else, so don't be shy, come and ask. All right, hope you enjoyed that. Remember, stay safe, keep well.